My name is Victorina Gariglio, and today I am going to talk about The Hours, both the novel by Michael Cunningham and its adaptation directed by Stephen Daldry. I will focus on similarities and differences between them in terms of themes, characterization, and symbolism. And I will end by giving my opinion about whether the adaptation is successful. One of the most striking aspects is how the film represents the fragmented narrative structure of the novel. Both texts move between three parallel stories: Virginia Woolf in the 1920s, Laura Brown in the late 1940s, and Clarissa Vaughan at the end of the 20th century. This mirrors the single day structure of Mrs. Dalloway, the novel that inspires Cunningham. The adaptation also keeps many details faithful. The opening with Virginia Woolf's suicide, the careful recreated settings of each period, and even whole fragments of dialogue that are lifted directly from the book. Symbolism is also preserved. The dead bird, which foreshadows mortality, Laura's birthday cake symbolizing her struggle to fit the role of perfect wife and mother, and the flowers Clarissa buys, echoing Woolf's famous opening line: Mrs. Dalloway said she would buy the flowers herself. However, there are also important differences. In the novel, the transitions between stories are slower and denser, with entire sections of inner thought and description before moving to the next character. The film instead often uses short, rapid crosscuts to emphasize the simultaneity of the three narratives. Another key difference is the treatment of Laura Brown's sexuality. In the book, her feelings for Kitty and the kiss they share are developed in a greater depth, showing Laura's inner conflict and dissatisfaction. The film, by contrast, only hints at this tension. Without having read the novel, the meaning of the kiss might not be entirely clear. In my opinion, the adaptation is a very accomplished one, transforming a novel that is so introspective and layered into a film must have been extremely challenging. Yet the film succeeds in keeping the emotional intensity of the stories and conveying the thematic unity of women struggling against the roles imposed on them. The performances of Nicole Kidman, Julianne Moore, and Meryl Streep give extraordinary depth to each character. Overall, even though the novel allows for a richer exploration of thoughts and motives, the film captures its script, its symbols, and its emotional weight. For that reason, I consider it to be a faithful and powerful adaptation. To sum up, The Hours, as both a novel and a film, is a moving meditation on life, death, and identity. While they differ in narrative technique and details, they complement each other beautifully, and I believe the film adaptation does justice to the original work. Thank you very much.